actions have changed the world.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract, Italian Heatwave, or Kill Order 2-03-421-5389-85, set in Sapienza. And the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today courtesy of Paul Anderson 37. So moving on to our briefing, Italy has been extremely hot, making tempers explode. 47 likes the heat and wants to share his enjoyment with the 5 targets. And speaking of targets, today we do have 5 of them. All must be eliminated whilst disguised as mansion security, 4 in explosion accidents, and 1 with an explosive device. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the Sapienza ruins. We'll be bringing with us the exploding golf ball, a breaching charge, and our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we need to make our way all the way up to the top of the tower of the ruins here. And if we are relatively quick, there's no real rush, but there will be a guard along shortly patrolling this area. So we're going to make our way up to where the cannons are, retrieve ourselves a cannonball, and then head up the tower right to the tippy top. And up here we will encounter our first target, who is the explosive device elimination. So we're just going to quickly render him unconscious with the cannonball, move him into a favourable position. We're going to take his outfit, and then we're going to place our breaching charge right under his head. There we go. And make sure we get the outfit before we trigger the breaching charge. Just going to move a safe distance, and then target 1 has now been dealt with. So from here on out, we need to make our way all the way over to the Caruso Villa, and there is one little tricky point that will be coming up when we vacate this area. So we're going to make our way over to the far corner of the ruins, and over here we will find another cannonball and some explosive gunpowder. We're going to load both of them into this cannon right here, and this cannon is aimed right where Mr. Caruso will be playing golf, and we have literally just missed him. So when he is on his way back to this spot, we're just going to quickly take out that camera over there. That will come in handy in a little while. We're going to get back on the cannon just as Mr. Caruso comes into view, and we are going to blow him off of the island there with the cannon. That's going to cause quite a lot of panic in this area and the villa area, so we're going to utilize a lot of instinct here, and we're going to duck and dive a little bit. So as I mentioned, this is the trickiest part, is just getting out of here, as there are so many enforcers. Now luckily enough, the panic is working to our favour, so once we get downstairs we can grab the keys to the gate here, let ourselves through. We're going to drop down and around to our right, and we are going to try and time this just right. You can get snagged here. I have been caught up and then spotted in that area, but I noticed that if you crouch down it doesn't happen quite so much. So we can make our way straight across the bridge and onto the Caruso Villa area, where, as you can see, they are just in the process of removing Silvio. We will now then go through the garden shed area here, as there is a propane cylinder in here, and we do require one. We actually require two, but where we're going there are at least 3. I believe there might even be 4. And where we are going, once the enforcer has made his way past us, is the observatory roof. So as you can see, we're passing a few of our targets right now. And once we get up to the roof, we will be presented with a choice. It all depends on the location of Francesca DeSantis. So once we get up onto the roof, we're just going to throw our propane cylinder up, check on DeSantis's location. She's currently out on the balcony or veranda on the far side of the building. So we'll go and set up her kill in the office first of all. So we're just going to make our way into the office, deposit our propane cylinder somewhere behind the desk there, take out our pistol and put 1 bullet into it, and then we're going to return to the center of the roof, where we will find a second propane cylinder, and this one we're going to drop down the chimney here to the barbecue, and all we have to do is wait for our targets to be in the right position. So they, as you can see, they both move around, but at some point they will both end up right next to the barbecue here, and as soon as the second of them arrives, we are going to drop the propane cylinder down the chimney and eliminate our 2 targets on the ground floor. So all that's left to do is eliminate Francesca, and she is now currently in her office, although she does spend some time in here moving around. We need her to go and stand by her desk, which she is just doing now. Her bodyguard will move over to the far side of the room with his back to us, and at that point we're going to open the door, line up our shot and detonate the propane cylinder, and that takes care of our final target. So all that's left for us to do now is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit really will be the main road exit where the VW Beetle is. Just be aware that there will be a considerable amount of panic going on during your exit, which is why you may have noticed I was using instinct quite heavily, as the guards do go in random directions. So there we go, 1 more subscriber contract taken care of. A very enjoyable one this. I do like blowing my targets up, it is a lot of fun. But we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.